Hello children. Today we are going to learn historians and their sources. Okay. The sources of history we are going to learn. Historians used various sources to write the history of the country. Various source means from where they can collect the information about that particular period. So, suppose you want to write the history of medieval period. Where do you find resource for that? Of course, you can use the Google for that. Now it is available. But even if you live in the 18th century, then from where you will collect the information? Okay, you can collect the information from some old buildings and coins, tools, ornaments, and from some books, some paintings. From all these things, you can collect the information. So, information about the medieval period is derived mainly from two main sources. We will get information about the medieval period from two main sources, that is archaeological sources and literary sources. Okay, archaeological sources means the old things, the old buildings, yeah, like Red Fort, Taj Mahal, like that building, some temples, some mosques. From this we can collect the information. So literary source means the written sources, some books, some travelogues, uh, the autobiographies, biographies. From this we can collect the information. First one is archaeological sources. The study of the remains of the past that people left behind them, such as objects and buildings, is called archaeology. So, what is archaeology? Archaeology means the study of the remains of the past that people left behind them. Means people छोड़ के गया हुआ कुछ पास्ट का कुछ थिंग्स या बिल्डिंग्स या ऑब्जेक्ट्स, उसके बारे में जो स्टडी है, that is known as archaeology. Archaeological sources include monuments, inscriptions, coins, utensils, tools, weapons, ornaments, painting. These are included archaeological sources. From all these things, we can understand the history. We can collect the information of those period. The monuments like palaces, temples, fort, mosque, tombs. These are monuments, and etc. are taken as rich source for writing history. Then paintings tell us the customs, food habit, dress and jewelry used in that period. So by seeing the painting, we can understand their dress and their ornaments. These all things we can understand from the paintings. So archaeological sources is the first one, and the second is literary sources. Written records found in plenty include as biographies, autobiographies, chronicles of court historians, firemen's books or manuscripts, travelogues, and other court records, etc. These are the literary sources. Farman means royal order, the king's order, and biographies, autobiographies. Uh, Autobiographies means so what we say, self-written biography, story of one's own life, अपने बारे में जो लिखते, that is autobiography. Biography means हमारे बारे में दूसरा ने कुछ लिखते, that is biography. Then historians, the chronicles of court historians. Historians जो कोर्ट में रहते वो डेली इवेंट्स लिख के रखते, that is known as chronicles. And royal order, that is formans. Then some books or manuscripts, and travelogue. Travelogue means जो आते इंडिया में उसके बाद में वो कुछ लिख के रखते अपना इंडिया के बारे में, that record. From this we will get the information about the about that particular period. The literary work of foreigners is also fall in this category. Many books and manuscripts that are beautifully illustrated are kept in archives. During medieval period, Sanskrit and local languages were developed. People of that time wrote on palm tree leaves, the bark of trees, wood block and stone tablets. We know that in the past there were no pen, pencil or paper. But instead of these, they used the leaves of the palm tree, the bark of trees, you know, tree ka jo cover, and wood block and some stone tablet. Even stone में भी पत्थर में भी उस समय लिख के रखते थे. So these are the literary source. Then some of the important literary works of medieval period include Somadevas Kadasarit Sagara, Kalanas Rajatarangini, Jayadevas Gita Govinda, Chand Badai's Prithviraj Raso, Abbas Sharwani's Tariki Sher, and autobiographies such as Babarnama and Jahangirnama. These are the example of literary works of the medieval period. Like Kadasarit Sagara, it is written by Somadeva, and Rajatarangani, it is written by Kalana. Then Gita Govinda, it is written by Jayadeva. Then Prithviraj Raso, it is written by Chand Badai. Like that many books are there. And two important autobiographies are Babarnama and Jahangirnama. It is autobiographies. Autobiographies means what? Self-written biography. अपनी बारे में लिखे बाबर and जहांगीर ने लिख के रखा. That is two autobiographies, Babarnama and Jahangirnama. From this we can collect information. And next is inscriptions. Inscriptions means something written on carved on a wall or a building or a rock. Inscriptions on pillars or on rocks are the source of historian. The inscriptions help us to know about the past and our heritage. For example, inscription on Qutub Minar, something written on there in Qutub Minar, it tells us the heritage, the past. Through that we can know about the past. They are found in different languages. Epigraphy is the science dealing with the study of epigraphs or inscriptions. Inscriptions are found mainly in South Indian temples. Mainly inscriptions we can see in temple and religious places. Something written over there in stone or in the wall of the particular temple. Something written there. We can read that. From this we can understand the history of, understand the things of that particular period. So the historians, these are the sources, these are the three important sources we discussed today, that is archaeological sources, literary sources and inscriptions. Then again many sources are written there, coins, paintings, then travelogues and music. Through all these things we can get the information. For today it's enough for today. Then tomorrow we will be studying this coin painting and music, these all things. Okay, thank you.